Libra, welcome to your full moon energy read. Depending on where you are in the world, the full moon will be available January 26th, 27th, thereabouts. And full moon energy reads are exactly what it sounds like. It's the energy that's most concentrated around the full moon. Great time of year to do so. First full moon of the year, also full moon in Leo. All right, what's going on, please? If anybody is surprised by the schedule, you may have missed the mid-month check-in for January. You might want to check that one out, but also the new schedule will be posted in the description box. What's going on, please? Show me that Libra full moon energy. Show me that Libra full moon energy. Show me that Libra full moon energy. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse energies as it applies. You know, these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private. They may not resonate. Normal. Check your other placements. What's going on, please? Show me Libra. Show me Libra. Show me Libra. Okay. Two of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Empress, Seven of Wands. Okay. Right there towards the end. Interesting. Standing up for what you believe in, standing up for yourself, enforcing boundaries, or insistence. Curious. Everything about that prior to that was interesting. Two cups, shared love, or at least that's the idea. These are the feelings between you and I. Okay. This is our emotional agreement. These are my feelings for you. These are your feelings for me. We share, we swap, we cooperate. Hopefully same page energy. I don't know. The Hanged Man. So you're going to tell me. You've had some insight about a particular Two of Cups union perspective. The Empress. Beautiful. And then Seven of Wands. Like I said, well, that was interesting. Now, let's see your heart of the reading here. Is literally your heart. Ace of Cups. I believe Pisces had that same card, same position. And I promise you, these have been shuffled many, many times in between yours and theirs. Yeah, literally, the heart of your reading is indeed your heart. Let's take a look at that Ace of Cups. We're going to start right there. It's interesting. You can see that you have love on the mind. And I'm not saying that's your whole world right now, but it's there. It's important. And we are trying to gain perspective on love and feelings and how we relate to others, I believe. Let's see that Ace of Cups, please. Show me that Ace of Cups. Show me that Ace of Cups, please, for Libra. Interesting. Four of Pentacles. King of Cups, holding back from the heart space. Page of Swords. Oh, our heart's full for somebody, but we refrain. We refrain. It's an active choice. You're saying it's a choice to refrain. You have huge feelings. Huge feelings for somebody, but you're also saying, you dial it back, though. You dial it back. It looks like it's a choice. You know you got big feelings in there. Huge. King of Cups is very claiming about that heart space. His master symbol is the Ace of Cups. You might have some very strong Scorpio in your chart. Four of Pentacles, the act of refraining of very rarely. The whole point of being a King and Queen of Cups is that certain emotional maturity that says, I feel this and I claim it thus. Whatever emotion that may be it love, hate, anywhere in between those concepts. The point is of emotional maturities, I know it, I own it, I possess it. What I do with that is up to me. But this is actually what I feel as I best understand it. They don't shy away from their feelings. Okay? And that's exactly this. I don't even know that it's shy, but it looks like an active conservation system, active withholding of your feelings towards someone else. Okay, we'll see why. It's not an accusation, it's not a judgment. I'm just telling you as I see it. I'm curious, I want to understand. Okay? You'll see that Two of Cups, please. If you did it by choice, I want to know why. There's going to be, I'm hoping, a good reason. All right? Let's see that Two of Cups, please. I hate seeing that much love and the strength of somebody's heart being withheld like that. It drives me crazy. But then again, I am water. You know? It's unapologetically huge feelings. This is it. This is what I feel. That's it. All right. Let's see that Two of Cups. Show me that Two of Cups. Show me that Two of Cups. Six of Wands, Four of Cups, Strength, I see. You have, okay. We are disappointed we're not on the same page, that's why. So you have big feelings, someone else don't. at least as you understand it. There's pride involved here, and I think that's why you're showing me conservation of your feelings. It's like, what's the point of having big feelings? We're not on the same page. This is a matter of pride to you, so you're enforcing that particular decision. You're not happy about it, but you're showing me this is a pride thing. You don't go around sharing your feelings with somebody who doesn't reciprocate them. I agree. You're not going to get any argument from me. I'm sorry you're disappointed. I am. You thought, for reals, you thought maybe somebody could meet you in that space. They didn't. So that would explain the Hanged Man perspective, non-active learning. But you're saying it's a matter of pride. That's why you're not sharing your feelings. Why would you? It doesn't hit the same way to the other person, so of course you're naturally going to conserve them. Makes sense. Okay, so are we working through it? That's the thing. I tell you, active withholding, and that means non-active participation then, huh? Yeah. It's kind of like, why would I show up in 3D for this? I have all these huge feelings, I have nowhere to go. So what would be the point of a 3D reality with this person? Also makes sense. You have a damn strong dash of pride attached to your feelings, the strength of them specifically. I don't argue with that. Like I said, I understand that. No water sign, I get it. But it's like it's pride. It hurts that it doesn't fit the same way as it does for them. They had the idea that maybe it did, but intuition or the feeling that it might have felt the same way, turns out we were wrong, right? And intuition and feeling can only take us so far. Until we get confirmation from the other side of things, ultimately we can feel something all day long. That doesn't mean we're correct, you know? That's the difference between intuition and knowledge. Intuition gives you, or ideally gives you, room for doubt. I feel this to be true, but that doesn't mean I'm correct. Okay. That doesn't mean you're entirely wrong either. But again, the result is the result. The end is the end. The same is the same. You didn't get it back, therefore you withheld, and it's looking like you've gone into a state of suspension over this. All right? Let's see that Hanged Man, please. I understand. I do. You know? And somebody could be withholding their emotions too because of pride. Not just you. You because you feel too much and you know it's not returned. Them, who knows why. I don't know. It is a very strong equal division. All right. Oh. Wheel of Fortune. Some of you, time have passed. One more. Let's see that Hanged Man, please. Seven of Cups. There's the intuition. High Priestess, Eight of Cups. Okay. After much due reflection. You know, after much I'm so sorry. You're not wrong, though. After much due reflection, you understood that you didn't, the options was probably as good as it was going to get for whatever this represented. You are learning to disconnect from this emotionally. I can see where your feelings for it were extremely forward and owning and honoring them. I was trying to combine that. It's fun having a lisp, I know. Honoring and trying to own your feelings for this, and then understanding they weren't shared or reciprocated, so you withdrew them. Active conservation effort. You went into Hanged Man to learn about it intuitively when checking in with yourself while your feelings for them were on point. You came to terms with the fact and have been coming to terms with the fact that they didn't feel the same way. Not even close. They were probably never emotionally available or vulnerable. Never allowed themselves to become emotionally attached. You're saying that I was probably an option at best to them. One of many. Okay, but you are looking at this and you are feeling it and accepting it gracefully. And that's all you can do. You accept that with a certain grace and dignity, and you took your exit for a reason. It's not enough to be somebody's option. I'm a King of Cups, and you're playing around with a couple of cups. Sucks to be you. Not you, I mean them. Yeah, no, you had really strong emotionality that was authentic towards this. Didn't feel the same, etc. But like I said, through reflection and you kind of see this for what it is, and you feel it for what it is. When you understood your feelings perfectly, and you understood their lack of feeling perfectly. Okay? And this is giving you permission to release this more every day. All right? The truth will set you free. That saying is a saying for a reason. Allow yourself to intuitively feel this. Okay? The lack of proper emotional development, emotional unavailability, or frankly, this person just didn't give a damn. I don't know. You would know them better than I do at this point. Accept it for what it is. And you can at least say you were authentic where it counted. Okay? There you go. Let's see you. The Empress, please. It's an honest reflection, honey. Take your time with it. Don't rush it. Yeah, it's going to hurt. But you know the answer. People only get in trouble when they dispute the answer or they try to fight the answer. You know the answer. Okay? Accept it for what it was. Your pride was right. Your pride was right to withdraw your feeling for this. Conserve it. Don't express it. No matter how big your feelings were towards this, your pride was 100% correct. And telling you, don't. They don't feel the same. Once you share, what you share is what you share, and it's not returned. You have your answer. Okay? All right, let's see that Empress, please. Judgment. 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. This is great. Well, that doesn't seem that way, but it is. Through this breakage, it actually did a huge favor for you. It released you from that which doesn't work and will enter you into what does. Through that break, it was a great lesson. Hard, but great lesson about what fulfillment is, and then also what empowerment is. Whatever this wasn't empowerment. You staying in it is not empowerment. It would have been anti-empowerment to try to force yourself to find reasons to stay and put up with their lack of emotional availability. I feel something, but not the way you do. We're friends, or I care about you. I don't need your consolation prize because I'm not one. Right? You're not anybody's consolation. I don't need your consolation of feelings. Thank you. I'm a big girl. I'm a big boy. You don't feel the same way. I'll fuck off now. And when you did that, it actually proved to be one of the best lessons in self-empowerment you might have had in a long time. It was coming. It was always coming. You handled it beautifully. And it's going to launch you into a state of emotional fulfillment, into what matters. Those who actually celebrate you and surround you in all the right ways. True emotional support. It was a hard lesson, but it smacked you right into a place of empowerment. You remember this. Remember this, honey. They could have had this. Someone doesn't feel the same way, they don't feel the same way. But their lack of vision and their lack of feeling is not your fault. And technically, it's not theirs either. But they also knew, and you're kind of seeing it for what it is. They were entertaining a cup that wasn't really there. 7 of Cups is some bullshit card. Let me tell you, it's the entertaining of feelings. I could feel this, I could feel that. Options in love. Or it's just so many feelings, we refuse to commit to any one of them to develop them further. We insist upon emotional confusion. 7 of Cups. I could feel this, I could feel that. I can't be bothered to mature enough to be mature enough to figure it out. So I'm just going to stay here in the murky feelings of it could be this, could be that, and just say I feel something, just not the same as you. Is that good enough for you, Libra? No. Remember, they could have had that. All that generosity and strength of self and fortitude and etc. Okay? You have other plans. All right, but you're reflecting on this now. Why it's coming across so heavily now? I don't know. Perhaps it's to see as a measure how far you've come because you've done a lot of work. You know? Besides, you don't want someone to stick around who doesn't mean the same thing, right? Because you always get a half-assed emotional response. You always get a half-assed investment. Do you want half-assed anything? The Empress doesn't. She wants it all because she's worth it all, and she damn well knows it. Okay? Does not settle for the mediocrity. No. Let's see that Seven of Wands, please. Surprise. Okay, I was wondering where that Seven of Wands was coming from. I was like, okay, maybe you're defending your position after everything you've learned, just enforcing boundaries, cool. Tower, the Lovers, the Moon. This is unknown. You don't see it. I didn't see it. Nobody sees it's coming. You don't see it coming. That particular storyline's trying to crash back in. I've seen things like this for you before, so I can't say I'm surprised. That's a little blunt. That's a little blunt. It's going to kind of blow your defenses away. It's, in other words, it's disarming, but on a kind of a large scale. You don't see it. Nobody does. God didn't see that coming. No offense. It's an expression. Seven of Wands, the Tower. That's kind of a radical disarming. It's gonna blow your defenses up a little bit. What's going on here? What's this about, please? King of Swords. The Stars. Oh. Heavy Aquarius energy right here, FYI. Heavy. But doesn't have to mean anything. For like, nope, it's not Aquarius. Okay, guys, please don't shut down like that. That's the reason why I think about calling down or stop calling out the signs half the time is because people shut down when it's like, oh, well, that's not the sign I wanted to hear, so therefore it's not mine. No, it's about the energy behind the cards. But I have to admit, that's a damn strong dash of Aquarian energy. King of Swords, the Star, and the Ace of Swords. Somebody has a very strong truth about what they actually desire and want. Okay. So, you know, this is one of those things where we learn things very late after the fact. It's not till somebody walks away, destroys the dynamic, refuses to participate. Fast forward time. I don't know how much time that's going to take. I have no idea. Tower suggests also, P.S., no idea. The Moon, no idea. I just know that it's going to really disarm you. Because there's some undiscovered energy here about that connection that is yet to break through. When I push it further, somebody here says that they have a very strong truth and a very strong desire. Could have done with that kind of strong truth, desire, and absolute perfect knowledge, perhaps earlier. But hey, hindsight's 20/20, right? You know, I don't know what to tell you, honey. I don't know what to tell you. I thought we were going to wrap this. You look like you're emotionally happy, healthy, and functioning in that which supports you in all the right ways. You may or may not be in a relationship with somebody. I could just be seeing family, and that you are investing in yourself in all the right ways in terms of your emotional connectivity. In other words, that bring out the best of you and empower you, don't take away from you and minimize you. In other words, not being somebody's option. So it's nice that whoever this is gained such sharp, that's sharp as hell. I'm not going to say it's not. It's very sharp clarity about what they want. Oh, you're suddenly their vision. Okay. So I'm saying suddenly as an exaggerated form of I'm exasperated by this. It's like, where was that super sharp vision back here? When Libra was loving on you super strong and then they had to withdraw when they realized you weren't on the same page. Where was all that sharp knowledge and insight and absolute understanding of what one wants back here? But hindsight. This is why it really frustrates me when people break from things, blow up dynamics, and then somebody's else like, oh, it took me about 5 years out of my life to understand this is what I really want, but I'm here now. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. That's really frustrating. What you do with that, I have no idea. I just see that it disarms you. Rightfully so. You had no idea this was coming. You had not a clue. You still don't. Because you have no clue when this is going to happen. Neither do I. I want to see this feeling. I see the sharpness of the thought and a determination to express that thought. Okay? King of Swords very much invested in using his Ace of Swords. So this is thinking, communication. And the Star, I really, really want this. Are you asking me if I really, really want you? After you put me in a position to conclude that you didn't care? Not really. Not in the way that I did. I'm all about declaring truths. But if this person really, if that was really the case, why would they ever put themselves in the position where you would think so little of them? Because as far as you understood, they felt so little about you. See what I'm saying? They felt so little about you, they let you know it. You had every reason to conclude the reason that you can, and it was also based on intuitive feeling too. I didn't really mean much to them, did I? So they must have had their own little side quest, their own little side journey that allowed that to come through the way that it did, and more power to them. But I don't know what they're expecting in terms of a response. I'm hoping to see some real authentic feeling here instead of just someone's determination. Okay. I get that. I respect strong say. I know. I know. What of it? How about some humility? That would be nice. Some humility. Some emotional humility. I think that would be warranted. I do. I mean, some emotional humility. I didn't understand. Let's start there. I didn't understand my feelings then, but I do now. Oh, I wasn't so detached as I initially understood. Oh, no, okay. I wasn't as emotionally checked out, as Christina would say, as I was convinced I was. Oh, okay. I did do more than just care about you. Oh, okay. Turns out you're like a whole star thing to me, whatever. Oh, okay. A little bit of emotional humility can go a long way. In other words, I was wrong. I am sorry. Okay. Sorry, I just... the way you came at this person with the strength of your heart, the boldness of its conviction, and then seeing the active withdrawal for you was painful. And I get why you did it. I don't disagree with it. I have that same... I understand. For better or worse, I understand this. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's not. I'm just saying I know what it's like to have those huge feelings, but also my pride get involved and say, for the sake of your own well-being, withdraw from this shit. Your pride's getting in the way, and it's your pride that's going to save you. I get that. I do. I get your reflection. You conclude, and they allowed you to conclude that, Libra, so don't forget that. When this comes crashing back in, they allowed you to believe that they didn't feel much. And that might have been their truth at the time. You see that 8 of Cups there? Turns out the day you left is the day I started feeling more for you. So, I'm still not saying in love. But there is a boldness of strength in the connection and what it means to them in terms of its spiritual implication. I can't stop thinking about you. That's what the lover's connection is. It drives you fucking crazy. I can't stop thinking about you. I know that. I admit it. Okay, what can you admit about your emotional self? It's like the day you left is the day I started opening my heart towards you. Oh, how flattering. So again, we need to do better here. I don't see a lie in what they're saying. I don't. They really believe this. But if there isn't more emotional conviction than when you last left them, it will part or end in the same way that it did before. So I'm glad that they know what they want. They made that clear. I want this. It means a lot to me. How? A little humility goes a long way. Starting with, I'm sorry. And the day you left made me start opening my heart towards this. So what, are you just chasing me now? Or do I still not mean anything to you? Or are you just chasing me out of your own sense of ego and pride? What? I'd have a couple questions. I'd have a couple questions like, why are you here? Remember when we weren't on the same page? I had all these feelings and you didn't? And you let me believe that? Let's go back to that real quick. Let's take a look at that. Or are you just chasing me because I'm gone? In which case, I'm an object to you. So they have that mentality, they have that sight, that masculine side. I have to acquire this, I have to acquire this. This is a goal. In other words, it could be trophy perspective. It means a lot to me. I have to get it. I have to acquire it. I have to chase it. Right? So the strength of the lovers is such, they move towards it. I don't know that they necessarily understand their emotions towards it any better. That's why I'm concerned. And that's why I'd have a couple questions if I were you. But the way that this surprises you, yeah, you're going to have some questions. Oh boy, this is frustrating. After all that work you did, yeah, a little emotional humility here would go a long way. That way you have an idea if you should take them any more seriously now than when you last encountered them. Because when you last encountered them, it didn't go down so well. And that's something you've been working through ever since. I think your intuition's correct. They weren't fully emotionally there with you at all, invested or anchored. I don't know, man. So, I don't know. Let's just wrap it up. If you connect with this, remember to have questions and don't let your heart leap out of your chest, okay? I don't think so. That doesn't seem to be your reaction. Your reaction is like, what is even going on right now? Yeah, I mean, their insight's on point. The mind is on point. They do have a desire. They do have a goal, but I can't see absolutely their feeling other than a strong drive to acquire you. And if you're looking for this person's heart and not their determination, well, they got determination in spades. I don't know about the heart, though. A little, like I said, a little emotional vulnerability and humility goes a long way. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. What do you need to release in the waning moon? Okay. When I have no bloody idea, communicate clearly within the next few months. Okay, thank you for asking that question or answering that question of when. Within the next few months for some of you. In tarot time, that's nothing. A month or two is nothing. That's a blink of an eye in the spiritual world. And communicate clearly. Like I said, some of y'all gonna have some questions. Look, they feel what they feel. That they're showing me their goal first before feeling. That's why. That's why I'm hesitant. If they have strong feeling, great. That's what they need to present before that sense of, I need to acquire this. Okay. Communicate clearly. Like I said. Self-worth. Know your self-worth and be mindful of your expectations. When it comes to this, I wouldn't have any. No expectations. Be mindful of your self-worth. Okay? Do not lose sight of your Empress energy and what real emotional support and love is. Okay? If somebody really loves you, they invest in the right ways. They don't just see it as, this means a lot to me now. Oh. In other words, you're chasing me. So what happens when you caught me? You have no reason to chase. I guess you go back to running. See what I'm saying? I get the strong lovers connection is here, but it's like the way it's trying to interact with you suggests I really want this right now. And I'm going to get it right now. So what happens if they can't? That's what I'm saying. Some water. Water, real authentic emotion is needed here for you to understand what the hell's going on. Is this an opportunity for new love? Ace of Cups between us? What are we doing? We need water here. A little emotional humility. Like, the way you opened yourself up and you were emotionally authentic with them. A little bit of the reverse now. Not a little bit, a lot of the reverse now. You've already done your bit in that respect. At a crossroads, yeah. Because right now we're at a distance. Retreat or timeout, but eventually there will be a crossroads. I see that. Okay. All right, Libra, honey, I hope this helped you. It was interesting. It was fascinating. For some of you, within the next couple months. It's just when you stop thinking about it. Isn't that the way of it? Just when you stop thinking about it, you start reflecting on it, you learned all the lessons, you're living life, and then boom, that comes crashing in. I made up my mind. This means a lot to me, and I just wanted you to know that. So how can I get what I need or want from this? It's strong want, strong truth. I'm not saying it's not, but strong connection. One that you had to work very hard to work through. You got to make sure that they understand and respect that and show some damn thought of feeling to this. Anyway, that's enough. All right. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.